The GDP announcement will be around the first week of August. I think it's August 6th. And they will confirm that we are in a technical recession. They will confirm that the Philippines is contracting because of 2 quarters straight of negative GDPs. Hey guys, so as you know me, I'm really an optimistic person. I try to see the good out of any or every situation that's out there, but above and beyond that, to win as an entrepreneur, to win as an investor, it's not just you being optimistic, but it's also you having your feet planted, that you also know what's going on. You're not just blind that everything will go well. Not like that. You know the facts, you know what's happening, but you know that everything will do well, everything will go well because you're also doing your part. There could be bad situations, but you already have the tools, you already have the wisdom, you already have the skills also to get out of it. We have a question from Lyon Endozo from Dubai, UAE. Very, very straightforward yung question yan. Very, very short as compared to everyone else who sent questions. Hi, Sir Marvin. Big fan from Dubai. Given what's going on right now, can we still make money in the stock market given times look bad? Thank you. To you, Lyon Endozo, thank you for that question. And if you guys also have questions that you would like to know, please just put them in the comment section. If you wanted to appear in the YouTube video, slide a DM via Instagram. If you also have personal questions, slide a DM via Instagram. Or you know what's interesting? If you have a question, send it in video format. Send it to me, DM, IG. I'll do my best to also show it. So I'm trying something new if this is something that you guys want. So we are not where we were 5-6 years ago compared to where the economy was. We're not also at the time when we were seeing that the GDP in 2013 was zooming way past 7%, that we were one of the hottest economies in our region. China was number 1, we were number 2 in our region 2013 when we were getting investment rating upgrades. We're not there right now. We are at a point also where we are moving slower than where we were before. But it's not just us, it's also something that's happening throughout the world. Please remember that. What's happening right now is not because a lot of those listed companies were really bad. They were really good, but this is a black swan event. This is a once in either a millennia type of event, once in a generation type of an event, once in a decade type of event. That's what we're experiencing right now. And I keep saying this over and over. What you do in this era will define how rich you will be in the coming years. Because you can either let this destroy you, you can let this build you to become someone bigger, better, stronger, that you are not shrinking in the problem, that you are not shrinking in the tide, but you are using this to build and enhance your skill. You have to play an infinite game. You have to play looking into the future, that when this ends and you're in your 30s, you're positioning for what you will be, who you will be in your 40s, 50s, 60s. But in the same way also, you're investing for today to thrive in what's happening today. Please remember also, Lyon Endozo, and to everyone else listening, markets always drop eh. And the fact that you're investing in the stock market, it's a cycle. The fact that you're investing in the market, you know that there will be portions where there will be drops, recessions, crashes. And I keep saying this over and over, that if it's a cycle also, if there are drops, recessions, and crashes, there will always be recoveries. That's why you have to figure out, no one knows how long will it take before a recovery will happen. But if there's one thing that I know, it will happen. That's just the basic fundamental logic of it, that a recovery will happen. So either you come in when it's recovering already, or you come in while it's not recovering. There's a lot of fear, everything's cheap. And we've made so many videos about that. But anyways, I've divided this video into maybe 3 things. Number 1, the not so good news. Number 2, things that we could still be thankful for. And number 3, what should you do as a stock market trader and investor to still somehow salvage the situation. Now, Allow me to show you the chart of the PSEI as of July 29, 2020. I said this in the previous videos that we have a 5955 support level. And as you've seen here, we have an indecision candle followed by a red selling candle, then another green candle that stayed below the resistance level, but today we've closed at 5966. So a couple of things that I'd like to mention first. Please do note this because the entire section of what I'll talk about later will not relate anymore to charts, but will relate about what's going on in the macroeconomy. It will relate also to what you should do as a position trader, a quick trader, and also an investor. But this is our market snapshot, and please do note this, that this is very much applicable as long as these ranges will hold. So since this is July 29, even if you watch this August, September, but as long as it moves along these ranges, you can access and you can analyze it from this level. So number one, if it goes below the 5955 level, possible retracement will be here. That's why if you watch it in TV, I've seen a lot of people in different TV stations talk about that. The possible narrative for it to drop is it could go to 54 or 55 levels. Other people peg the support level to be at 6,000. So from their understanding, we are breaking down still. From my understanding, as long as it does not go above the 5955 level, we could possibly see this. If this particular support level, 5955 or 6,000, wherever you want to put it or wherever you want to interlace it, does not hold, we could possibly see the market go to 5422. And why am I saying that? If that particularly happens, I just want to peg this in as well. It pushes us below a lot of those moving averages. It pushes us into a more bearish undertone also. Now, that being said, if it goes to 5422 and then there's a large sell down already and it holds 5422 level, by all means, you can trade that level and you can have the 5955 area as your trading resistance, and you could earn at least 10% in that aspect. And the reason why I'm saying that is we don't know what it will hold. This could be its range up until the support levels will hold. We don't know for what weeks or months this could be, but please just write this down and you can put this in your notebook. If the stock market does not go above 5955, there's a possibility that the next support level where it could drop is 5422, and it could just range at that level. If 5422 gets broken, I'm gonna update you, but ito na siya. Clearer one, you can see something here, 4-5. Then to some extent, you can see something at the 5,000 level. So support levels 5422, 5061, and 4542, around those levels. So if it bounces off 5422, we could range from 5422 to 5955. Another thing that I like to mention is if we go above the 5955 level, then the new range will be, allow me to zoom in, will be this. We will just trade this particular range. So if by any intents and purposes later on, sometime in the future, or at least if we go back here, hit this, and then we break out, the range will be this. We will either hit this at the 6.3 level or its most optimistic state go at the 6.5 level. So that's our update on the charts. We're gonna break down if we don't go above the 5955 level. Other than that, other than the charts, other than seeing it where it is in reference to the support and the new range where it is in, I want to also mention that foreigners have continued to leave and have continued to sold down, and we are seeing over the past few weeks one of the fastest sell-offs ever. If you look at the funds that are in, we're back to 2012 levels. It could be something that's happening in the Philippines. It could be because of what's happening also in overseas. And I've said this in different videos that we've sort of deviated from other ASEAN markets. You can check the stock markets of other peers in our region. Their markets are up. Their markets are better. Our market is not as good. But again, it doesn't mean that you will lose just because the market is bad. There's still opportunities for you on how you can make money. But the reality is, foreign funds are fleeing, foreign and Western markets are better, ASEAN markets are not so good. Next, I hope you're learning. This is something different, no? This is brutal details that I just need to share also so that you also see different sides of the perspective. The whole reason for why markets are down is because of the pandemic, the lockdown, the fear and containment of the pandemic. The lockdown was March. We're now nearing August. There's already 85,486 cases as of July 29, 2020. And based on the trend, based on the projection, it's still bound to rise. And if you looked at what was happening, ECQ, GCQ, the cases started to pop up also when GCQ happened. And here's the thing, We don't know because of this increase in records, increase on people who are infected, that there might be more stringent measures. I don't know if it will be a lockdown. I don't know if it will be an MECQ. But what I do know is this. The more we lock down the economy, the more the recovery will take some time. It may even look like an L-shaped. We're quite in a dilemma because if we don't lock down, I think the biggest concern will be we might run out of hospital beds. And that's an issue. It's not that the virus is that fatal. It's just that we don't have enough healthcare facilities to take care of people that are sick. But in the same way, as we start to lock down even more, the economy will get hurt. Unemployment is currently high. The last disclosure that I saw was around 17%, and it's one of the highest that we've ever seen. I really believe, and we've said this in a lot of videos, if there's still no cure, there's still no vaccine, people don't go back to where they were, they don't spend as normal, we can't really see the economy go back yet. And speaking of the economy, the GDP announcement will be around the first week of August. I think it's August 6th. And they will confirm that we are in a technical recession. They will confirm that the Philippines is contracting because of 2 quarters straight of negative GDPs. And people are trying to project that the GDP will be around negative 10%, around that figure. Please remember, Singapore's around negative 40, if I remember it properly, and Hong Kong just disclosed figures that they're at negative 9. I hope not as bad as that, but if it becomes even worse than that, there might be a shot that we might see markets drop even lower. From the charts that I showed you, that it has broken down from a support range. That being said, whatever downward movement that we see could be supported by some bearish bias, but could also be supported by whatever economic data that we will also see. I hope it's not that bad, but it's something that's above and beyond what we can control. And as stock market traders and investors, the only thing that we can do right now is manage the risk. We cannot control the economy, but we can manage our risk. We cannot control the economy, but we control when to sell. We cannot control the economy, but we control how we buy, sell, trade, and get out of a certain position. Anyways, one of the things that I've been very, very vocal about also that has been protecting our economy for years was OFW remittances. Where OFWs are spending, the economy will thrive. What OFWs are buying, cars, houses, etc., travels, vacations, tours, trips, where they're sending the money in, that particular sector will do very, very well. And they have been very, very good. Even in the 2008 crash, the 2008 crisis, OFW remittances have remained constant. However, as of the time I'm making this video, OFW remittances are down and are at 4-year lows. It's down 14.47% to $2.65 billion US dollars as of March 2020, and it's also down 16.1% from April 2019. If you look at all of our pillars, it's consumption, it's BPO, and it's remittances. And if remittance is down, it will, I really believe, take a toll on our spending. I believe it will take a toll on our consumption-driven economy as well. And I think another thing that could add volatility to our markets, everyone knows already what happened to ABS-CBN, but I don't know what's going to happen to Globe and PLDT from an investor standpoint. I'll keep you updated on that in terms of price movement, in terms of fundamentals. As of today, while I'm making this video, they're a very, very good source of dividends. Fundamentally speaking, they're amazing, but I don't know where it will be, and I don't know what will happen over the next 4 months or 5 months leading up to December, but rest assured I'm going to update you. Another thing that I like to share is this. Value turnover is very, very low. This is being recorded July 29. As of the close of July 29, we just had 3.3 billion pesos. Days prior to that, we've been having 2 billion, 3 billion. The last time I remember us getting consistent value turnovers like that was when I started. 2008, 2009, 2007, value turnovers were like this. So we're really way back to where we were when I started trading and investing. Volume is a big depiction also of how many people are participating. Meaning, when people are participating, they believe in what's happening to the economy. They believe what's happening to the environment. They believe in what's happening, that either good or bad, they want to be participating. But the lack of volume means that people are in the sidelines. People are waiting. People are trying to see what's going to happen. Those are the things that I think that the brutal details that you need to know. Foreigners leaving, pandemic cases rising, GDP announcement will confirm that we're in a technical recession, remittances are down, There might be some volatility still and uncertainty in some blue chip stocks. Value turnovers are low. Now, let's look at what are we supposed to be thankful for. I posted this in Facebook that when times seem bad, one of the things that I do is I just count my blessings. No matter how dark things are, no matter how uncertain things are, when you count your blessings, you will figure out that there's still a lot of things to smile about. There's still a lot of things to be happy about. The fact that you're alive watching this means that you still have hope. Never let the sadness of what you see around you determine how you live your life. Live your life with a joy from the inside moving out. That let your joy infect the world around you. Let your joy that springs from the inside out electrify the place, change the place. Be the source of hope that people need. Now, what can you be thankful for? It's smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. But kidding aside, what can you be thankful for? I think because of this pandemic, the BPO industry is still alive, kicking, and still doing well. Operations are still there. They're still working. People have been reporting to the office. They've been also filling up some of those hotels, some of those condos, Airbnbs that have not been done. They've been hiring cars because there's a lack of transportation. So this BPO companies is still a bright spot. Remember the legs that I said, remittances, consumption, BPO. BPO is well. And I said this in a lot of videos, if a lot of those companies overseas magtipid sila, of course kalaban natin yung India, but if they start pivoting and want to cost cut, I believe there's still jobs for us here. And not just from those big institutions, but there will be a lot of outsourcing for people who are freelancers. I really believe that. And that's fighting. That's why you're seeing a lot of jobs that can be made off the internet, because if there's one thing that this pandemic is showing us, that you don't have to work at a certain location to earn. As long as you have a good internet connection, you can make money. You can still earn. We are shifting into an era where it's not where you work that will make you money, but it's the skills that you bring to the table that will make you money. Another thing that you should be thankful for, online, e-commerce is kicking hard for us. Everything is moving digital. Nothing has changed. It's even getting stronger. As of now, I don't know how it will be over the next few months, but as of now, it is. Another thing to be thankful for, the BSP has still a lot of tools to help the monetary side of the economy. If you want to know more about that, I have an interview with the former BSP Deputy Governor Diwa Gunigundo. It's popping up here. Link is in the description. You can watch that also. But they can still do a lot of things to inject liquidity, to lower interest rates, and to essentially help us to the best of their capabilities. I still believe this, I really believe this, that our Banco Central is one of the best central banks in the world. Number 4, inflation as of June, 2.5%. Very low. Still far from the 7+% that we saw last 2018. So imagine if things are bad already and then inflation was high. And to add to that also, please do note that the dollar is weaker, the peso is stronger. One of the reasons why it's that, the United States also, they have their own problems to deal with. So low inflation, lower peso to dollar exchange rate. So I think that's something that's relatively good still. If all of this that was happening and then the US dollar was at 55, closing 60, then we're in a bigger problem. I hope you're getting this, I hope you're learning, and I hope you're staying. Comment below if you're still learning, and comment below if you're still staying. We have one more subcategory to talk about, but before that, my name's Marvin. I'm a stock market trader and investor. I've been investing in the market for more than a decade now. And if you want to know more about trading, investing in the stock market, appreciate it if you could subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing in the market. If you can share this, comment, help this video be pushed up in the YouTube algorithm, because I really believe Filipinos need to know more about investing and finance. Anyways, how can you still win and invest given this current situation? If you're conservative and you want to still be in the market and you want to still buy stocks that you know fundamentally will earn now and still has a shot to do even better in years to come, then just buy the defensives. Buy the utility companies. Avoid this power. Things like that. Buy the ones that their services will still be used. Even if people are working from home, even if people are using the internet excessively, even if the people are not traveling as much, what are the utility services that people will use? Because if people are using them, they are thriving in this environment, So earnings will continue to come. And I'm not talking about the malls. Please remember, malls will be hit. Tourism will be hit. There will be some sectors that will take a longer time to recover, but the defensives, they're gonna earn. And especially right now, as the economy is opening bit by bit, these utility companies will just continue to either earn at the pace that they were before, and as everything starts to get better, I think they're gonna grow. It's not as what people expected it to be, but they will be better off than a lot of other industries. Number two, that I think will still thrive in today, and I've been saying this in a lot of videos that I've been making, basic goods will still do well. Supermarkets, consumer products, especially the bare essentials. Think about the products of URC, Pure Food, CNPF. I really believe that their products should be better and where they're sold. Please remember though, you have to be sensitive if you are buying stocks that have run up already, because just wait for them to correct or you can get them at a better valuation. But one thing that's very, very consistent, similar to utility companies, is that people's spendings have shifted. Even for me, prior to the pandemic, I would eat out like crazy. We would eat out lunch, dinner, I'd eat breakfast, boiled egg, and coffee, but most of the time I eat out. But now, we're cooking, we're eating at home. All of that are bought in groceries. All of that are bought in supermarkets. All of that are bought in mobile palenques that come to our place. And that's a shift. So I hope you're getting this. Number three, diversify overseas. I've made so many videos here, it's popping up. How you can buy Facebook stock, how can you invest in the US for $50, how Tesla stock has been hitting all-time highs. Tech stocks in the US from Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook have been massively doing well. That's why the whole context of diversification is you not putting all of your eggs in one basket is a reality. It's a truth that you need to know more about it, that you need to know how to diversify, because if this particular area in the world is not doing well, if you have other investments outside, then you're not totally hit. The name of the game is streams of income. The name of the game is allowing you to have asset classes that don't just diversify for you, but give you streams of income that if the Philippines is not doing well, you have investments outside the Philippines that are working hard for you. And that's why I've been making a lot of videos pushing you, educating you that, hey, you can invest in the US markets, you can invest in Singapore markets, you can invest in London markets. There's so many opportunities out there to buy the big brands, to buy the big companies, to buy companies related to tech, 5G, biotech, pharma that are outside the Philippines. Number five, and this is interesting, and a lot of people have been suggesting videos about this, but I'll put the links to the description. I have naman, but not a lot. Alternative investments. When I say alternative investments, Bitcoin is hitting an all-time high. Gold is hitting an all-time high. Silver and Ethereum are all doing well. When I talk about cryptocurrencies, guys, please be very, very mindful that I'm talking about the legit ones. There's a lot of scams out there. That's why you need to do your due diligence. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoins are not recruitment. They function like digital currencies and you buy them through an exchange. They don't give you fixed return. There's no payout. There's no fixed sums that you will get. You don't need to recruit people to be able to get it. But basically, it's just you swapping a currency that's fiat to another cryptocurrency. But I really believe that's one good way for you to also invest. So those are for three investors that want to at least position for the now. Defensive stocks, basic goods, diversify overseas, and alternative investments. Now, if you're a trader, same thing. I won't show specific stocks anymore, but please, videos are popping up here about albums where I would post technical analysis. But if you are a position trader, please wait for a reversal. When the stock is in a downtrend, you don't have to do anything. When a stock is pushing down, you don't have to do anything. If you are a position trader, you need to exercise discipline that you don't have to be in the market all the time. You only have to be there when it counts the most. You only have to be there when it starts from a downtrend, starts to consolidate a bit, and start to bounce up and reverse up. That's when you come in. That's when you position. You don't have to ride it out when it's going down. While it's in a downtrend, while it hasn't reversed it, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to be stockpiling cash. Try to earn as much, try to hustle hard, try to find ways on how you can earn so that your cash, your capital base becomes bigger. And when it starts to reverse, boom, you put a lot. When it starts to reverse, boom, you put as much as you can. When it starts to reverse, boom, you put as much investments as you can. And that's how you can do it. And that's how you can position. You come in with the mentality that you don't have to be in the market all the time. You come in with the mentality that you be there when it only counts the most. You come in with the mentality that I will wait until it's out of the downtrend. I'll exercise patience, raise as much cash as I have, and when it starts to reverse, I'm going to put in money. And a lot of stocks, as of this moment, have not yet reversed. You wait. Take your time. Come in when a reversal is there. If you are a quick trader naman, similar to what's happening to the index, as they have broken down from support levels, it would be very, very prudent for you to stay away first while it's falling, but you need to plot your support. Again, I have so many videos here talking about quick trading, talking about support and resistance. You wait and you exercise patience while it's not yet at the support, but you plot your support, because once it hits that and it starts to bounce, you take action, you buy, and then you plot the resistance and then make sure you sell there. Because that's how the market is. It's binary. Meaning, break down, wait for the support, exercise patience, hits the support, starts to bounce, buy, plot the resistance, take profits there. If you notice it, the name of the game for quick trading and position trading are all different. And this video is dragging on already. That's why I'm not going to show the charts anymore for that. But please, if you really want to be a quick trader, reference the book that I wrote, Breaking the Resistance and Winning Strategies for Investing, and all of the other technical analysis videos that I have in my channel. If you are also a position trader, I hope that you do the same as well. In short, in times of crisis, there's still ways for you to make money. There's still ways for you to position yourself to become better. I cannot control about things that are bad. I can't control what I'm thankful for, but I can also control my strategy. To be defensive, buying utilities, to buy basic goods, to diversify overseas, buy alternative investments, follow proper position trading principles, be in cash, quick trade. While stocks are breaking down, I'm going to be in cash, but I'm going to pounce on it once it starts hitting the support. I hope you're learning. I hope you're getting a lot from this. I hope this is something that's helping you. If this is something that's helping you, put it in the comment section. I'm learning. This is something that's helping me. This is something that's good. If this is also something that's helping you, press the like button. I appreciate it if you can subscribe and smash the bell so you get updated. But if you want to learn more, do a deep dive, 5 books that you can order via Shopee. They're all in the description below. Aside from that, I also have seminars, online seminars, 1 Tagalog course with Chinkee Tan, and 1 English course, Entrepreneurship, Investing, Business, and Stock Market with Sean Si. They're all in the description. You can click them. And I have a lot of playlists that you can see in the description below if you want to learn more about ETFs, index funds, mutual funds, insurance, stock trading, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. Everything is in the description below. Just click it and you will be led to those specific playlists. And I just want to end with this. And I know we are in different times. I know we are in times where there's a lot of anxiety. I know that we are in times that it's a bit different. Really, really, really different times. And I just want to say this to all of you. Regardless of what's happening, never give up. Never lose hope. Use this time to make you better, not bitter. God is with you. God is for you. And knowing that God is on your side, that alone is a battle cry to help you and keep you to move forward. What God started in you, guess what? He's going to complete it. What God started in you, guess what? He's going to make it come to pass. Whatever big dreams that are in your heart that you know and you know have been placed by God there, hold on to it. Because He's going to make it come to pass. This recession did not catch God by surprise. And neither should you. Because God holds your future. And your future is always good. And your future is always great. Your greatest days are not behind you. Your greatest days are not done. Your greatest days are still before you. There's still so much to achieve. There's still so much to accomplish. And I hope that you get this. If you forget everything else that I say throughout this video, remember that there's still hope. Remember that you're not a quitter. Remember that sometimes the greatest thing that you can do right here, right now is to stand. Because once you stand, once this is all over, you will come out earning. And I'm using my platform here, not just to teach you about stocks, not just to teach you about investing, but to teach you that you can win. Teach you to never give up. teach you to never surrender, teach you that in spite of what's going on, I still believe that we are in one of the greatest times to be alive, to show you that there's still so much opportunity around, to show you that there's always hope, that there's always love, that there's so much things that in spite of what's going on, that's better to live for still. And I hope you got this, and I hope you learned a lot. And stay tuned for the next set of videos. And this is Marvin Germo. If you like more of this also, let me know so I can make more of it. And leave your comments below, make videos off of that. And that's it. Marvin Germo, trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys. God bless you.